So in today's video, we're talking about the fingers, okay? We're talking about how to use your phalanges to make a girl comfortable, okay? Very first thing I always say when I make this kind of videos, I tell you, is for educational purposes. Because with the way the world is going, a lot of girls are stealing your girls from you guys. Yes, a lot of women are jumping ship and becoming lesbians, becoming transgender, because somehow it's just easier for a woman to understand a woman's body. So it's just easier for a woman to know exactly how to help a girl reach more than men. And that's why I make videos like this, to teach you men what you can do to keep your woman. A lot of men have this issue with, women faking it and them not really knowing when it's really happening, especially when they're using their phalanges and all of that. And also, a lot of men are not comfortable with orals. Like a lot of men are not comfortable with using their mouths and doing the do right down there. A lot of men are not very comfortable with it. They have issues with it not being clean, not being hygienic, and not knowing where she has been, and they have to put their mouths there and all of that. Other alternative is using your fingers, and that's what I want to tell you about today. So without further ado, let's jump straight into this video. Now, one thing I have to also point out is a lot of women, very high percentage of women, will not reach by just you putting your joystick in their honey pot. A lot of women will not finish that way, with you doing all the tactics that a very good percentage of women actually know how to make their body contrast enough for you to help hit the spot that they need to use and finish. But a very good high percentage of women will just finish when you are on the surface level. So I'm going to tell you 2 ways that you can use your fingers, okay? The very first thing I'm going to say, which I always say in all my videos, is your nails needs to be clean and trimmed. You don't want any sharp edges, okay, to create any kind of pain or discomfort and all of that. If you've had any spicy food using your hands, make sure you wash and clean properly before you start. That I usually recommend is get a lubricant. It's very important. A lot of people don't talk much about lubes, but I always just say get a lube, because not every woman is very, very lubricated, or not every woman knows how to make herself get soaked. I'll put it that way. Okay, so make sure you just have a lube by the side, just in case. Now, getting into it, like I said, I'm going to tell you 2 ways that you can achieve this, help a woman get comfortable using your fingers. Now, the very first thing is you can stay on the surface level. The surface level is kind of like the easiest level, okay? It's the easiest level, is the easiest way you can achieve what you're planning to achieve. Now, we're going to be using this rose flower for easy demonstration, okay? Now, see this rose flower? Let's call all of this the honey pot, and let's call this particular spot, that little numb that's on top of the honey pot, that is the most sensitive part. It's the start with a C, okay? So go check it out. So let's talk about this spot right here. Now, if you want to give a woman, or you want to make a woman comfortable using your fingers, and you want to do it on the surface, this is the point where you have to concentrate on this little numb that is going to be on the outer part of the honey pot. Now, you're going to be using your fingers, but we're going to start with 1 finger because you don't want it to get so intense, okay? So this is what you're going to be doing. You're going to be doing this for starters. You're going to be going in circles, okay? You're going to be going in circles. You're going to keep it slow. You're going to be going in circles. You're going to take your time, okay? You're going to go a little bit under the numb. It's just like I don't know how to explain, just like a little dot on top of the honey pot, okay? You're going to go right a little bit under it, and you're going to do this right under it. Now, if you put your finger here and you don't feel any kind of slimy, slippery stuff, then you're not doing anything, okay? You have to go back, and you're going to up your kissing game, your kissing smooshing. You're going to start touching all of the erogenous zones that will turn her on and put her more in the mood, okay? You're going to be kissing and all of that to make sure that you come back here and feel that slimy stuff. Now, when you feel that slimy stuff, you're doing a good job, okay? You are doing a good job with your finger, okay? Now, if you don't feel any of those sliminess, like I said, not every woman, it's not really easy not every woman can actually produce that really fast. Now, if you have your lubricant, this is the best time to use it. Now, you're going to add a little lubricant on your finger, and you're going to rub it all around this part, just on top of here, to make it easier for you. And then you're going to continue the rounding motion. Now if you keep doing this rounding motion, you're going to start putting her in the mood. Now what you need to know is, once your finger is here and you're doing this, make sure your lips are still everywhere. Okay, because see, making a woman or helping a woman get comfortable, it's not just one thing you have to do. It's series of things you have to do, and that's what a lot of men don't know. For a lot of you men, all you have to do is just go bang bang, and you don't even have to do anything else. You just have to concentrate on that one particular thing you're doing, and it's going to help it complete. But for a woman, you need to be doing some series of things. There are some other places that you need to be touching to help her finish. Okay, now while you're doing this, you can also, flip the game into doing it like this. You can go up and down, you can go in circles, and you can go left and right. Okay, so you can go in circles, you can go up and down, and you can do this. Okay, now this has proven to work more for a lot of women. So now if you want to do this and you want it to be more intense, you're going to have to use your two fingers. So let's say your two fingers are here and you are doing this. So you can be doing everything at the same time. So you can be doing this and doing this, most especially. You can be going in circles and going left and right. It works magic. Now the extra magic you can do is, make sure when you're doing it, you press down a little. Okay, don't just stay on the surface. When you apply a little bit more pressure, it does it more for the bearer of the honey pot. Okay, so you have to push down a little while you're doing it. So you're not just doing it on the surface, you're pressed down and you're doing it more. You see the difference? So like when I'm just doing it up here, it's like I'm just floating. When I press down a little and I am doing this, you see that it has more pressure, more effect, and I am not just floating anymore. Okay, even if you want to go in circles or you want to do the left and right, it gives it more pleasure. And most importantly, you need to watch your woman's body movement. Body movement is very important. You need to know she's enjoying it. You need to also communicate. Okay, let her know if you should go a bit slower or faster. And if you're someone who doesn't really know how to communicate, just watch her body. Okay, try to start slow. Okay, try to start with all of this motion. Try to start slow and see how she accepts it, and then build the speed gradually. And when you move to a particular speed and you see that she's reacting more to it by squeezing her body and holding you closer, or by mourning and all of that, then stay on that rhythm. Don't change the rhythm. Don't go too fast. Don't go too slow. And if she's someone who communicates, she might tell you not to stop. So once you hear the don't stop, make sure you don't stop. Make sure you keep doing what you're doing. Make sure you don't increase the tempo at all. Okay, so if you're going in circles, keep going in circles. If you're going left and right, keep going left and right. I'm going to tell you that you need to be patient. To use your phalanges to help a woman comfortable, you need to make sure that you have patience. Patience is the key, and all of that. Okay, and the second method we're going to talk about before we go to the pro tips that I want to give you at the end is when you have to use your fingers right inside. Okay, so now this is the top that we talked about, and I'm sure you understand it. Now if you have to move your fingers inside, we're going to use this entrance as the entrance we're talking about. So this is the outer part and this is the entrance. Now if you have to put your fingers inside, I'll just tell you, put your finger up to this point, up to your knuckle point. You don't even have to go too deep, because the spot G where you're looking for, the gold spot you're looking for, is just about 2 inches down there honey pot. Okay, so make sure you just put your fingers about 2 inches deep this way and then stop. Now you put your fingers 2 inches deep this way, make sure you push upward. So you're not just putting your fingers in and stopping in the middle. You're going to put your fingers in and you're going to push your finger a little bit upward. Okay, you're going to put your finger in and push it a little bit upward. This is what you want to do. And right here you're going to be doing the come here motion. Okay, so when you're right in the honey pot, you're going to be doing this upwards. You're not just going to stay inside and be doing this. No, you're going to push upwards to the wall and you are going to start doing this. This is what you're going to start doing, and you're going to do it gradually. So while you're doing the come here motion, you can also do the circle come here motion. So you can be going in circles and doing the come here motion. And the first thing, like I said, like on the outer part, you have to start with one finger to know, like, to introduce it to your partner, to know how they're going to receive it before you put your two fingers in and you apply pressure. The secret is, make sure you apply pressure. Don't just put your fingers in and stay there, and also don't just put your fingers on top and stay there. Apply a little pressure down and move. Apply a little pressure up and move. That's the secret to helping her finish. Okay, and make sure you read her body movement and make sure that she is well lubricated. If it's not naturally, make sure you add some lubrication, because you don't want any form of friction, because you don't want to cause any form of pain. Okay, now that that is out of the way, one way to know that especially when your fingers are in the honey pot. One way to know that like you're doing a good job and she's about to finish, especially if she's not someone who is vocal, is you begin to feel the wall of the honey pot contrasting. It's going to start getting tighter and tighter. With your fingers inside, you begin to feel like the extra grip of the honey pot, then you know you're doing magic, because once the walls begins to come together and grip extra, that means it is about to be finished. Okay, you're about to give her the most comfortable stuff in her life that she has ever received. So once your finger are inside, that is one of the signs to know that you're doing a good job, apart from the whole shaking and screaming and all of that that can be faked. Okay, I have a video on all of that, go check it out. All of those can be faked. When you see the walls of the honey pot contrasting and getting tighter, it is almost impossible to fake that. So make sure you watch out for that and make sure that she's well lubricated. When she's well lubricated, it does magic and it makes it easier to be achieved. And the pro tip I'm going to tell you, if you want to make sure that you help your woman get comfortable, is you need to be relaxed yourself. Okay, you need to be relaxed. You need to be relaxed and you need to enjoy what you're about to do. If you do it out of duty, if you do it because I just need to do this and get it done, she's not going to, it might just be almost impossible, because her body is going to know that you're just hurrying up to get done with this stuff. So make sure that each time you want to do this, or make sure that when you make up your mind to do this using your fingers, make sure that you're relaxed, make sure that it's something that you want to do, and make sure that it's something you want to enjoy. Because if you enjoy doing it, you're going to take your time, you're going to be a little more patient to help her comfortable. Okay, now if you want me to make another more explanatory video of this, let me know in the comment section. If you don't feel comfortable talking to me in the comment section, my DM on Instagram is always open. You can always reach me there. And also, guys, I joined the YouTube membership. You want to have a one-on-one video chat with me, you want to have a one-on-one consultation with me, make sure you don't join my membership. Make sure you join my membership and let me know how I can help. So these are the easiest way you can make your woman comfortable using your phalanges. So I will see you in my next video. Stay buzzing, stay winning, stay living life, and bye.